You ready? I should have wore shorts. Dang it. Tomorrow. This some next level stuff. So y'all do media here, I'm assuming?
My first day, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas, actually in Chicago. We are at the Chicago Auto Pros. We're at the summit for 2023. And today we are at the Bays, which is it. Like I said, I think in the intro of the video, it's freaking cool, freaking exciting, kind of being out here. But today we actually have a new product that I'm going to be talking about. This is my first time playing with this product, so I've never really worked with this product before. I thought it was VEROS, but it is actually VEROS, which is a, they have different types of products which you guys are gonna be seeing in this video today. So anyways, let's get all set up, stick around, and let's get this video started. Alrighty guys, we are with Chris from VEROS. This is my first time trying this brand, like I said, and I'm excited really to kind of see a little bit of what their products is all about. But before we get to that, guys, I want you guys to meet Mr. Chris, and a little bit, just tell us a little bit about your business.
Sure. How you doing, guys? My name is Chris Jankowski. I'm the owner of VEROS Premium Car Care. We're based out of Southern California, and so this is our entire line. We're up to 23 chemicals now. We're about 2 years old, and it's just a little bit about me. I've got 22 years experience detailing. So whenever we're coming up with these products, I'm using that 22 years experience to try and develop something for the brand that's unique and something that's different. Not your everyday all-purpose cleaner, or not your everyday something you can just find on any shelf that there's 1,000 of them. We're trying to make things that are really unique and special in the detailing industry.
Awesome. The name VEROS, where did that come from?
So I originally, when I started the company, was under a different name.
Okay.
Had a business partner that didn't work out. Bought him out, went out on my own. Okay. And so literally sat down on the couch, said, what am I going to name this company? And VEROS came to me like about 3 seconds later.
That's
so awesome. Then I Googled it and I said, you know, meaning of VEROS, and it means upfront, truthful, and honest.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, as a brand, I'd like to be upfront, truthful, and honest. I'd like to make products that are, you know, what you see is what you get. Awesome. And so that's what VEROS is. You know,
cool,
there's nothing magical or you know, when you use the products, you get true results.
Awesome. And do you ship everywhere, or do you ship Canada?
Yeah, we ship to Canada.
So for those who are always asking me or wanting, like, hey, this doesn't ship to Canada, VEROS ships to Canada. So there you go, guys. But today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about wheel cleaning. I think that's one of the most popular kind of subjects that people ask me, like, hey, what do you like to use when it comes to your wheels and your tires, right? Obviously, you guys see me kind of use the same thing, but I'm actually really excited because this wheel is really, really beat up, which is really going to put, obviously, these products to the test. And we're going to be showcasing one tire cleaner and as well as a wheel cleaner. So we're going to get set up really quickly, and then we're going to bring you guys really to see these products in action. Alrighty, guys, so the first product we are going to be talking about, tell us a little bit about your product.
So when I got to thinking, what type of wheel cleaner do I want to make, and what's out there, and how does that work, and how do I think things should work, right? One of the first things was, say you buy an expensive wheel cleaner, right? And it's super thin, and you spray it on the wheel, and gravity takes effect. Where's that wheel cleaner end up? Yeah. So when that ends up on the ground, and it's dwelling on the ground, and it just completely drips down to the ground, and it's not clinging to the wheel, then it's not spending any time cleaning up the actual wheel. It's actually on the ground. So now your expensive wheel cleaner is cleaning the asphalt or the concrete, right? Okay. So I thought, let's make it of gel. And when you spray the gel, if it clings to the entire wheel inside the lug nut holes, even on top here, like if it doesn't drip and it actually just stays, then it has time to do its job.
Okay.
Right, which is what you want your wheel cleaner to do.
Yes.
You don't want to use wheel cleaner and then you still have to do all the effort. You want the wheel cleaner to work for you. So
Work
when you
smarter,
have something,
not harder.
So when you have something that can sit there and allow you time, right? Think about the thought process. If you're a detailer or you're washing your car in your driveway, to be able to put a wheel cleaner on a wheel that's safe, that can sit there for minutes and not have to come off in seconds because it could possibly harm your wheel.
Okay.
So you leave it on, go do something else. Wash the body of the car, get your tools ready, whatever you need to do, right? And let the wheel cleaner do the work for you. So by it being possible that the wheel can safely be sprayed and not get burned, it doesn't matter what type of wheel it is, matte black, gloss black,
So it's pH
painted
neutral.
silver, it's completely pH neutral,
Awesome.
right? So with that being said, it gives you that time to let it sit and loosen up the dirt for you,
Okay.
allowing you actually to have your wheel cleaner work in your favor instead
Now
of,
in my area, I'm in Dallas, so it's very hot. I don't have to worry a lot of like maybe like.
No. So we've tested this wheel cleaner in 105 degrees.
Okay.
For 30 minutes, we left it on a matte black wheel, and it still did not burn the wheel.
Nice.
Right. So especially as I train detailers and business owners, we talk about things like efficiency, right? So if you could get this on the wheels and then just let it dwell and come back and rinse off the wheel and it's 90% clean, that times 3 times
That's
you know, a day, 3 different appointments a day that you're doing mobile, it saves you so much time. Not to mention you're not wasting chemical on the ground.
Okay. Sweet. And other than I did get a whiff of this earlier, so we do have some iron in this product.
Yeah, it's an iron. So this is actually a dual product. So it's a gel wheel cleaner and iron remover.
Okay.
So it is an iron remover. So it's going to break up the particles, brake dust, things like that are on your wheels. But we also use this product. It doubles. You dilute it to thin it out a little bit, and use this as our iron remover on your ceramic coated vehicle. So
so you can use it on a vehicle as well.
Right. Yes.
That's perfect. So for those always looking for a product where you're like, if you're like me, you want to save money, right? So I'm always looking for something that's, if I can buy one product and I can multi-use it, that's savings, right? So that is a beauty of this one, that is going to be very cost efficient for us detailers as well. One product is going to take care of it. So we're going to spray it on this wheel, and let's see how this thing performs. Let's kind of pull this thing forward, so we don't want to get that table dirty. All right. So let's test it out. Let's see.
All right, let's go. It's definitely not cologne, so don't spray it on.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get it on the wheel.
You can already kind of see this product just kind of clinging to the wheel.
Yeah, and a lot of products that are an iron remover, when they find iron, they'll actually change colors.
And you can smell this, guys.
Yeah.
You can smell this. I definitely see purpling in the barrel.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, the barrel's in pretty bad shape. So this wheel actually came from a junkyard. So this is no, maintained, perfectly clean wheel. So what it's trying to do right now is every little speck that you find, and if you notice, it's not dripping, it's just clinging.
It's just clinging.
Right. So your wheel cleaner stays on your wheel itself and cleans this stuff for you. So right now you're not sitting here, if this was an acid or some sort of aggressive cleaner, get it on, get it off, get it on, get it off.
Holy crap, this thing is actually turning purple pretty good.
So
I like that.
Without the dwell time, to be able to have this thing sit there and loosen up the dirt for you. That's another thing I want to talk about too, is like mostly in today's cars, like you get options even from the manufacturer. You can have a gloss black wheel, you can have a matte black wheel, but the wheels are a lot more sensitive as far as the finish because it could be gloss black, So a 22-inch Escalade wheel is going to be gloss black. What a lot of people do is they do quick rinse, wheel cleaner, and then immediately go to agitation.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing that's removing this dirt right before you agitate, then you're going to rub all those, pieces of actual brake dust and everything, dirt, whatever the customer went through, you're going to rub that into the black gloss finish, right? So I like to suggest on the cars that you're really trying to take care of the wheels, you want to use the wheel cleaner first, rinse it clean, and then do your wash. Yeah. Because that way all of this stuff is no longer in between your mitt and the actual painted wheel itself.
That's crazy.
Right?
Hopefully you guys can see that on the camera, all the purpling, that is crazy. So if I was to come in right here, obviously we've said it for a little bit, and pressure wash it. It should, hopefully.
Yeah. So again, it's designed to sit on there for 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
But the main point to that is I don't want you sitting there for 3 to 5 minutes staring at the wheel.
Off.
I want you to, so a lot of guys, what a lot of detailers do is they run this in a pump sprayer.
Yeah.
So you dilute this and then put it in your pump sprayer. And then you just pump up your pump sprayer and run up to the 4 wheels real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Get it on your wheels and then go do something else. Play the vehicle.
And that's one thing as a mobile detailer, that's one thing I would do is to help me with my timing. I'll go around and spray this all over each wheel.
Right.
So that way it starts working already. And obviously I'm in Dallas and the heat is already, this thing would be hot already. So for me, I feel like heat helps. But I know they say keep the wheels cool to the touch. But that's crazy. It's like the more it sits, it's like the more purpling it gets. That's insane. Well, we're gonna hit it with the pressure washer, and let's see how good this thing cleans out. You see a lot of purpling, so this is gonna tell me the product is working right. Usually, a lot of products, sometimes you'll spray it, even though it says iron removal, it'll stay clear. But with this one, this is definitely changing colors. So we're gonna rinse it off, and I really wanna see how well this thing cleans just without no agitation. We haven't agitated, nothing. So we're gonna rinse it off and see how it looks. I know one thing I didn't do, I didn't get a good shot of how it looked before, but just know guys that this thing was from a junkyard. It was beat up, it was dirty, and I'm really gonna see how this thing works. So let's go. Dang. Oh yeah. This thing cleans, that's for sure. Oh yeah. That's insane. And this wheel was, so without agitating, I am very impressed. This wheel was dirty. This backside was like brown, and after really letting the product sit, I can now see the wheelbarrow. So without agitation, guys, this thing is solid. It's very, I'm gonna say an aggressive cleaner, just because of how well this clean. I think a lot of times when I say aggressive, it's not in a bad way. It's more of like just how well like it cleaned without me having to put in extra work. Obviously, we come back and agitate it and stuff. It'll clean it up. But to me, this is pretty good. It cleaned the wheel, and it eliminates me having to agitate a lot. And it's really, really clean, to be honest. So this is a really, I really enjoyed it.
So just a couple things to touch on. So like we were talking about before, like I can't stress enough that if you can put this on there and go do something else, right? So you have to think about that as far as profits if you're a detailer, as far as time, as how quickly can I get this car done. If a wheel cleaner is going to help you out this much, right? On top of the fact that this is without agitation. So if you spray wheel cleaner, whatever your favorite brand of wheel cleaner is currently, if you spray that on there and immediately go to agitation, yes, it's going to come clean, but you're removing most of the dirt by agitation. We didn't scratch this wheel in any kind of way because we never touched it and scrubbed it, right? So if you've got these high-end wheels, some wheels are $10,000. So if you have these high-end wheels, you want to use a wheel cleaner that actually cleans the wheel without the agitation, without burning the wheel. And then you can come back in and do your wash, and there's so much less debris, right?
And you said 3 to 5 minutes, let it sit.
Depending on your area. What you don't want to do is just let it dry. If you let something, any chemical really, if you let it dry and you lose the activity, I call it, then you pretty much kind of have to start over from scratch because the chemical is now dried. So you need to reactivate that in some way, which would be to get it wet again. So a couple things to touch on. We cleaned it like that without agitation. It gives you the time, boom, 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 hit your 4 wheels real quick, go move on to something else, right? Keep working, especially if you're an owner paying people on payroll. You don't want them standing there putting a wheel cleaner on, and then they stand there for 30 seconds and stare at the wheel, and then you pay this guy for 2 minutes a car. Every car he does should just stand there and stare at the wheel, because if you wait any longer, it's going to burn. So I just got to sit right here and only focus on this. This gives you the ability to not worry about the wheel cleaning process anymore. As long as you hit it, it's going to clean it. Thing number 3 is it's safe if you have ceramic coated wheels, right? It literally is the same cleaner we suggest that you spray on your ceramic coating to unclog your coating. So what's a coating's enemy? If it's clogged. So when you use this to clean your ceramic coated wheel, you take the things that are trying to clog it and you unclog the wheel, making the coating exposed, making the coating perform. So you're going to get better performance out of your wheel coating by using a particular cleaner like this.
So there you go, guys. It's also safe for your ceramic coated wheels. That thing actually impressed me. And I've never heard of this brand until today. And I gotta say, this definitely, it impressed me. And again, I'm gonna be posting links, obviously, to these 2 products, to his website, so you guys can check it out, because I know this is something that is gonna interest a lot of you guys, especially when it comes to the iron. I get so many questions all the time, like, Carlos, what iron do you use, or what wheel iron do you like? I haven't tried a lot, I'll be honest, but the ones I've used, I've enjoyed. But this one definitely has that I don't know, there's something about this one that I've used that I haven't seen it perform like this. And another thing I'm seeing is as the wheel is drying, I don't see like staining or that like a drying kind of look that I see in a lot of wheels. I don't see that on here. So really nice product. So now we're gonna clean the wheel, the tire, and we're gonna see how well that performs, and then we're gonna put a nice dressing on there, because I know some of you guys love tire dressings. So we're gonna clean this tire up, we're gonna clean it nicely, and then we'll bring you guys in. All right, so this next product is the tire cleaner.
Tire and wheel cleaner.
Tire and wheel cleaner. So you can use this on your tires, you can use this on your wheels as well. This is a unreleased product, so this is my first time trying this, so I got dibs on this one first, but it will be coming out to the market very soon. But for the case of this video, some of you guys are like, I don't see it online. It's not out yet, so today is the first time for me trying it, and we're gonna put it out here. So let's test it out.
So what you should see here is it should come out like a foam.
So it's not like water, how we usually, like how I see it. So this thing will actually foam.
And what you want to see is the brown that's in the tire. So the proper term for that,
see it.
The proper term is called blooming, right?
Blooming?
So what you want to do is remove the blooming from the tire, which is what it's going to do. So a lot of things that people kind of don't do in detailing, and that's very important in detailing. A lot of times with cleaners, what's important is a thing called dwell time, right? The longer you give a product, like gel wheel cleaner that we just used, the longer you give a product to actually dwell and do its job, you have to think this could be 2,000 miles of dirt and grime, right? And you're trying to put it up against 5 seconds of cleaning. That's probably not going to be the best combination for that, right? So what you want to do is give it time to loosen it up. So again, let's make tires and wheels easy for us. Let's let the chemicals do the work instead of us manually doing the work so much. So
and in your world, do you spray, let it sit, and then rinse it off, and then repeat?
So we'll hit all 4 tires, let it sit. It'll have enough time to bite into the tire and actually start to loosen that stuff up.
Okay.
Most of the time with this cleaner, it's going to be a non-agitation type deal. If it's a maintained car that you're seeing a lot. This car is from a junkyard, so just for the whole process, we'll go through and scrub it. But what you don't want to do is just leave it on there long enough to where it dries on you. So you just monitor it a little bit and make sure that the chemical is actually still active.
All right, we're just gonna rinse it off real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna, well actually this time around we'll agitate it.
Agitate it,
so,
all right.
So what you're seeing is it's loosening up the blooming, right? And then again, it comes out like a foam. So
that's cool.
It's not just gonna hit it and run.
For those who are wanting a foaming action type of product, this one's definitely the one. And this is diluted.
This is 25% chemical and 75% water.
Okay.
Right. So really goes a long way. So again, when you have got a nasty wheel and you really want to go after it, and maybe it's a high-end wheel or something, you got to get this wheel perfect. Gel wheel cleaner, right?
Okay.
When you've got a car that you pretty well maintain, tire and wheel cleaner. Okay. So this is a lot less expensive, and it's got the foaming action, and it will still clean. So you can totally apply this to your wheel and have this help you loosen up all the dirt and debris. So it's both, right? So it's tire and wheel cleaner versus gel wheel cleaner is a gel wheel cleaner and iron remover. So you're gonna use that on wheels and use it on paint. So after it's had some time to sit, just do your normal agitation.
Look at it, you can see the browning coming off.
And again, this tire is, I mean,
old.
straight from a junkyard. So one thing that people sometimes forget is if you're, we can rotate that a little bit, if you're looking for a dressing to perform, right? If you mix your, could be $200 a gallon dressing. If you mix that with old, dirty road grime, old, dirty dressing, you're not going to get the way the dressing was intended to perform. Dressings are formulated to go on rubber, not to go on all the other things that are stuck to the tire, right? So by doing this process, you're going to end up with clean, raw rubber. So when you put your layer of dressing on, you end up with that one layer of dressing on. Not one layer of dressing mixed with 6 old layers of dressing, which then just mat out the tire and just make a mess and they ruin your applicator pad. So this is really good practice to keep everything clean.
And again, for those, if your tire dressing that you're buying, you're like, oh, it sucked. A lot of the times, it's not the dressing that sucked. It falls down to really what you're doing to get this cleaned out. So when you put that final step, the dressing, you're gonna have a nice gloss or a nice sheen, but it's actually going to make contact with the true rubber of the tire. So keep that in mind, guys. Dang, you can freaking see the browning.
Yep.
Let's rinse it off. Oh yeah, you can even feel it.
So if you want to, let's take a towel and dry it off. And let's just see with the actual tire before it was brown and kind of caked with who knows what. And let's see if we've got a black tire.
That is really nice.
Yep.
You know, I didn't see a lot of transfer over to the towel. So a lot of the time, guys, when you're wiping the tire, you will see a lot of this towel or the microfiber turns black because there's still so much dressing left on your tire. But on this towel, I don't see that.
This is what you want to see, is just raw rubber here.
That is straight. That's crazy.
Yep. So when you go to apply your dressing, even sometimes you don't have to necessarily do such a strong mixture of dressing anymore. So like our suggestion, what we really like our tire dressing is 50-50, right? So just 1-to-1. A lot of guys run at 25-75 because they do the tire and wheel cleaner first, and at 25-75, the dressing is the perfect sheen for them. So it really depends, but if you look, there's no more browning left in this tire. It's completely raw rubber.
What's the price point on this?
This stuff, most of our smaller bottles here are $19.99.
Okay.
And then the large gallons of this product, I believe are $39.99.
$39.
So,
do you offer 5 gallons?
We don't have any 5 gallons yet,
gallons
except for certain products like our prep sprays, soaps, polymer 5-in-1.
That's crazy, guys. I can really see this.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna dry this tire really quick. I don't want to keep you guys holding off very long. We're gonna dry it up, and then we're gonna show you guys the dressing, and we'll end this video.
So let's get this dry.
Dude, that is sick. It's kind of like, I feel like it's a little bit better than PNS Express or Undress. It's called Undress.
It's just towels painted as hell.
Dude, that is nice.
We still never agitated the wheel.
No. Alrighty, guys, we are to the very end, obviously, of this video. Thank you guys for really holding off to finalize really all the hard work we've put in, or you've put in as well, is the best part, right? The tire dressing. We're going to be showcasing one of his products as well, and this one is called...
This is just called dressing. Everything about us is super, super simple.
They keep it simple.
They keep it super
I keep asking
simple.
him, like, what's the name? He's like, wheel and tire cleaner. I'm like, okay. So no fancy names.
What's the name of the dressing? Dressing.
Very simple. It has a nice scent to it. I can smell it.
Yeah, yeah.
But silicone, or is it water-based?
It's a water-based dressing. So it's kind of dilutable to your preference, right?
Okay.
If you like, a lot of people like super, super shiny, right? Some people hate super shiny. It'll do both. However you want it, you dilute it to your preference, right? It's got dust repellent in it and it's got UV protectant in it.
Okay.
It's also a non-sling formula. And so when you're talking about non-sling, what you want to make sure there's a proper way to apply dressing and there's a proper way to make sure that it doesn't sling. And these grooves, when it comes down to these grooves, you want to make sure to try and remove loose dressing from those grooves. So the dressing can be as non-sling as you want, but if you leave the tire completely wet in the grooves, it's going to sling.
Have the slinging.
Yeah, so properly dressing a tire really comes down to, you don't want to scrub it in, but you want to make sure that the tire has been removed of all the excess dressing. So we'll go ahead and put it on. So, and again, it just depends on the sheen that you're looking for. Full strength is definitely too strong.
Yeah.
So
that's a nice gloss too.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
So what I like to do is go through and
get in the groove.
I pay attention to the design of that tire. You know, this tire might be low profile. Somebody else's tire might be an off-road mudding type of tire.
Yeah.
So how are you going to dress that actual tire? It just depends on the shape and the design of that tire.
Awesome.
So even this, like, you know, this particular applicator that I'm using works really well with this tire. Probably wouldn't work very well with a large, like, truck tire, you know? So it just depends. So tire dressing to me is a little more serious than just, let me make my tires shiny really quick. Tire dressing to me is like, let me get this on there and have it not mess up my fresh detail. Let me have my customer drive away and not end up with black spots all the way down. So another thing I want to cover on this is just when you're using this product, again, it's completely customizable to the sheen that you want, the dust repellent, the UV protectant, and the non-sling formula that's built into it. As far as lasting, like as far as it lasts on a tire, we stopped testing at 1,200 miles.
Oh, wow.
And so it's a long lasting formula that once your tires are done, and say you want to waterless wash your car a couple times, the tires don't need to be redone because they still look good.
Nice.
So yeah,
that's cool. That's a good little added factor to that. So overall, guys, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed today's clip for today's videos on these new products. Guys, if you haven't heard of this product line, VEROS, definitely check them out. There is a couple items that you kind of saw in the beginning. They have some very cool, vibrant colors. So if you guys know me, I'm all about vibrant colors. So I'm definitely going to be checking this product line out, hopefully ordering some stuff out. But I got to say, this tire dressing looks really good, guys. So as always, guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. And I hope you guys, maybe if you've known about this product line, let me know in the comment section below. What do you like about their products? What don't you like about them? Have you heard of this product line, right? Let me know in the comment section, because to me, this is new. I've never heard of them, but after really kind of seeing a little bit really of hands-on of this product, I gotta say, I was really impressed, especially with their wheel cleaner. So as always, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Chris, again, for the opportunity to work with you. As always, God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.
See you guys.